Hey guys, today I am just going to be doing like a quick little story time type of video from my spinal surgery back in 2011. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people probably have like questions about it and I'm bored, so we're just gonna talk about that today. So in like not August, May of 2011, I went into Children's Hospital and started what's called halo traction, which is a metal halo-shaped thing that holds like weights and like stretches your spine, so that they can try to straighten my spine out a little bit before my surgery. And they added weight. I think it was like once a week for 2 months or something like that. I don't remember how much weight they added, but they did that to try to straighten my spine out a little bit. And then in June of that year, so roughly a month after I got to the hospital, we were figuring out which operating table they were going to use for my surgery, because they had two different ones that they were looking at. Well, while trying to figure that out, they had me laying on my stomach to figure out which would be the better positioning to do the surgery. And while they were doing that, we discovered that I could not breathe on my stomach, which then at that point, my doctors decided that I had to get my trach, or the breathing tube in my neck, for the surgery, so that I could get it, because it was a 5 or 6 hour surgery. So I got the trach, and couldn't talk for about 2 weeks, I think. So I used, I guess it's called a talker, just like an iPad type thing, where you type in what you want to say, and it reads it for you. So I used that for about 2 weeks. They wanted me to go through speech therapy, but I'm a very stubborn person, even as a child. So I didn't go through speech therapy. I just started talking again on my own after like 2 or 3 weeks, which was really hard at first, but then I got used to it after a while. And then a few weeks after that, I started using my ventilator, which is the machine that's attached to my trach to help me breathe. And then finally, in July, I got my spinal fusion, which went well. Took the normal amount of time, and I recovered relatively well from it, except for the fact that they used extra traction during the surgery, which connected from the bottom of my right ribs to my right hip. Well, I think they said it like pinched a nerve in my hip or something and gave me severe nerve damage. So my right leg had nerve damage for probably close to 4 years. I think it started going away when I was 15. Maybe a little before, maybe a little after. It's hard to remember at this point, but beyond that, the surgery went well. My doctors had also said that originally I would be able to get rid of the trach and vent after my spinal surgery, which, as an 11-year-old, was a very believable statement at that point in time. But now, obviously, going on 7 years later, I think, maybe 8, they can't do math, I still have it, which isn't a bad thing, because I can still breathe. But anyways, so, everything went great with the surgery. I went home, like, a month, I think, after the surgery, and everything was going great. I decided to wait, like, I think again, close to a month before I started going to school, which would have been 6th grade, my first year of middle school. So, on my first day that I was supposed to start middle school, my mom and my nurse were getting me ready and realized that the bottom of my spinal incision was infected. So instead of going to school that day, I went to the doctor and found out that, in fact, it was infected. And to avoid the infection from getting deeper, I had to get what's called a wound vac, which basically helps like suck out the infection from the wound, and they pack it with gauze and stuff. I'm not gonna be overly descriptive because it's honestly gross, but I had to go back to the doctor 2 times a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, to get the gauze and everything switched out and get the wound looked at. And I believe we did that for almost 3 months. But in that time, I still decided that I was going to go to school. Because I really didn't want to miss out on, my first year at middle school. Because I loved school at that point, and I really wanted to be there. So I went to school with a bunch of new things. With my trach and my vent, with the wound vac. I had a brace that I wore around my torso to help keep my spine straight after the surgery. But that was nothing new, because I wore one in elementary school also. So that part I was used to. But I did notice, as sixth graders, I did get a lot of students staring at me because of my trach and vent, which people tried to get me to, talk about it for the entire school. But in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm already getting stared at. If I'm going to go in front of, the entire school and discuss this, I'm going to get stared at even more and get asked, 1,000 questions. So I decided against that. But I'm also, if you have questions, just ask me. I don't care, I'll answer your questions. It's not a big deal. And I'm still like that now. It was even to the point where my father had tried to suggest homeschooling at that point, so that I wouldn't get stared at. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm the kid in the wheelchair. I've always been in a wheelchair all throughout elementary school, all throughout my life, since I was 4 years old. So I'm like, I don't mind that I'm getting stared at. It's not anything new. It's not anything different. The only difference was people were more afraid to talk to me because I had a trach event. Or for all I know, that could have just been in my head. Maybe I was afraid to talk to people, but either way, it was weird at first, but I think by the end of that year, I didn't really care anymore. I was making friends and, everything was great. And then continuing on since then, not much has changed. I don't wear the brace around my torso now. I stopped that, I think, at the end of 6th grade that year. Still on the trach and vent. My spinal sensation thingy is doing fine now, so, But in all honesty, my time in the hospital that summer was more fun than you would expect it to be, because I was in a hospital. But, I got to go on walks, around the hospital, and I went to the bookstore that's attached to Barnes that's attached to Children's. And, got coffee and snuck to Barnes cafeteria all the time. Because Children's, I got tired of their food after a while. But, I got to do, art therapy and music therapy. They had a garden at Children's, so I'm like, it wasn't honestly, a terrible time in my life that most people would expect from, getting surgeries and having a bunch of new stuff happen to you and not being able to talk for 2 weeks. But for me, it was just another time in my life, another new thing that I had to do. So, it wasn't anything bad for me, honestly. There were moments where it was obviously a little scary, talking about actually getting the trach and vent and then getting used to that and getting used to talking, but it wasn't a bad experience, honestly. But anyways, if you guys have any other questions about either that or just any of my medical stuff in general, don't be afraid to ask. You can comment down below. My kick is in the description. So is my Twitter and my Facebook. So you can message me on anything. If you have questions or you guys just want to talk. Either way, I'll see you guys in a day or two with my next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.